chill, and because I'm a working man, and sometimes you just gotta take a chill for a minute and relax, and then come back and blaze. All right, so thank you for those who has come in and have subscribed within the last few days. I saw you on there. Actually, I left my glasses case in the bedroom. But for those who did come on and have subscribed recently and also commented and also share, thank you for doing that. And this video that I'll be doing, it's just to kind of give ideas on for new beginner musicians and upcoming musicians who want to get better. It's really not designed for people who's already been playing for 40 years and or whatnot, because you know you're already at a level where you need to be, and so this video will probably be more than likely not for you. Um, but if I end up doing some advanced chords and chord progressions along the way, you might miss out. Unless you're one of those musicians who actually can play in all 12 keys, you know all the chords and chord progressions that there could potentially be out there, then, like I said, this video will more than likely will be probably not for you because you've been playing for a substantial amount of time. Anyway, so I left my notes in the my glasses case. So bedroom. So let me see if it's a possibility if I can kind of go back for a quick second for those who had clocked in. Let me see within the last few days. So I do want to at least acknowledge those who I have not, who has come in pretty new. Let me see if I can recognize. Um, Shoot, I probably should have just brought my notes in here. But anyways, I think I seen someone who came in on a Wednesday. That probably would have been October. Um, Let me see. I may have already did this. Was probably I probably drove back to October 4th and moving forward, because I said a few days ago I kind of got off of here for a minute and try to chill. Tanya, all right. Don Beats, Kevin, um, Hudson Cruz, and let me see. Let me roll back a few. Charles, and let me see. Emmanuel and Charlotte. I probably remember seeing that, and Eric. And I believe from there moving forward, these are the ones that recently just popped on in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming through. And I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go back upward because there was so many that came in, and y'all catching me by surprise here. I'm not even gonna lie. But thank you for coming in. And there's some who made some comments along the way as well. Let me see. Let me move forward. Dwight. Let me see. I have a Dwight and Kevin and Keith. All right. I see Keith in here. Andrew, Joseph, Guilty. Man, man, surprising me. I think it's Thomas. All right. And let me see here. Sam, and with the UCA, that's UCA. And let me see, Stephen. And I don't like messing folk name up. Ben. Wow, this is a lot. Y'all catching me off guard for this one for sure, because I didn't expect my YouTube page to kind of go like the way it's going right now. Ooh, this is the hard one. Let me see, PHENOMENAL, son. All right, I don't like messing people name up if pronunciated incorrectly, so I'm gonna spell it out. All right, and then along the way there was some comments that were made along the way. I think that is about it. Most of the time I'm deleting stuff and all this other nonsense stuff that I be getting dumb emails from various different people. Listen, thank you for coming in and subscribing. I did want to acknowledge those who has come in and subscribe. Like I said earlier on in this video may and it may not be for people who or advanced musicians who's been playing for a while. But don't be surprised for you out there who might miss out later on. But you can always chime in whenever you feel like it. But I'm trying to design this video to help people who is somewhat upcoming and only been playing or is starting to learn how to play and get going. And so me trying to throw all the advanced stuff out, and someone else also made a little notation in regards to the startup on the organ. And I realized one day I was holding the start button for a substantial amount of time, which I know normally on my end from what it was taught to me is 10 seconds, 9 seconds in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and something like that, or 9 or 8, whatever, and then you let go of the start button, and then you hold up the run button, and that's at least 2 or 3 seconds, something like that. So I corrected that. I don't know what I'm doing. I was doing something and got sidetracked, but yeah. So the startup on the organ shouldn't be that very long, actually. So. And then so I saw also somebody made a comment by amateur. Then I saw some came up with comments about not everybody can teach. So believe me, I've been reading some of the comments and stuff like that. So thank you for keeping them respectable, and so I don't have to kick you off and nothing like that. But thank you, for being respectful. So yes, the videos are not always going to be the way some people might look at them in their own way, because if you've been playing for 40 years, then like I said, then you should be able to know how to play in all 12 keys, all your material, every song that you know on the planet, you should know how to play them in all 12 keys if you've been playing for more than 40 years. You've been playing for more than 40 years, there's no excuse that you don't know all your music in all 12 keys and know how to play it. Now, some people may come up and say, oh, you don't have to learn all 12 keys and da-da-da-da, and this and that. Learn all your 12 keys and do what you can to the best of your ability. So, for those who do not know how to play in all 12 keys, you might have more of an advantage of a person who's been playing for 40 years. Because in 40 years, or 30 years, or 20 years, and maybe even 10 years, you should know how to play in all 12 keys every piece of material that just comes across your way. But believe it or not, and this is why I'm going to say this, because everybody's situation is different, right? Everybody's situation is different. I thought I was supposed to be able to pull this off, play all these songs that our church may do or whatnot. And if I pulled out this book with a list of songs on this list, trust me, believe me, I'm going to be on that for a long time trying to pull this off. But at that time, my situation was completely different. I had a messed up situation. Right? So with that being said, there was no way I was going to pull off all of the material that came my way in all 12 keys. Now, don't get me wrong. I can go back to it. It's going to take me a while. Question is it worth me doing that? And then secondly, is our church still doing those same songs? So it's kind of like the past is the past. We moving forward, right? So I tell my honey, like, hey, if you give me a song, I might learn it in a few different keys. Just an event that's just say all of a sudden, which I noticed has happened before several times. So hey, we rehearsed the song in one key, but then bust out, y'all, I don't know what happened, but for whatever reason they couldn't get the key or something, and it was just off, and they looking at me like, what's the problem with me? And no, the problem ain't me, it's y'all. We rehearsed it in E flat, but y'all singing it in C, and I didn't rehearse it in that key. So I guess what I should say is we all should be somewhat prepared just in the event that should happen. All right. I remember I had to learn a song, and I was listening to this lady, and I learned it in E flat because the song was played in E flat. All right, and that was the key I learned it. Okay, and I'll pull it up just as a demonstration of what I mean by the fact that we should learn. Why this thing always has to start trying to update while I'm right in the middle of doing what I'm trying to do? Let's try to update the YouTube. But out of our blue, let's say the song was in E flat. So it was a very simple song, okay? And it went from the 6. Well, hold on. There it is. So the song went from the 6 to the 4. 1. Simple. 5. Okay. All right. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I learned it in that key, right? We did it on that one Sunday. And then another time something came up, again much later on, the song came back up, and then I was like, okay, the song's in E flat, so let me put y'all in E flat, right? But for some strange, crazy reason, they wanted to sing it in a key that I didn't practice in, right? But watch this. Actually, I said I didn't practice in, right? No, I actually really did practice in other keys, right? Because I didn't know if they was gonna bust out and do it in C sharp. All I have to do is remember, go to my 6 minor move, my 4 major, my 1 major, and then the 5 major. Okay, all right. So this was the inversion.
There are times when, in my own worship space,
Fast forward.
You see, we give you our best
E flat.
with the lifting of our hands and the lifting of our voices. Continue to receive our offering. Receive our best, because we understand that there's nobody like you in all the earth. And we're not ashamed to lift you. Actually, we freely do it.
Pitch in the key.
We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship you, Lord God.
Pitch the key, E flat.
And we cry, oh,
6,
oh,
4,
there's nobody like you, Lord.
1,
Nobody like you, Lord.
5. That's it. Who's that simple? But so what I did was, my honey gave me this song at like literally the day of, like on a Saturday night, and say, yo, we gonna sing this song Sunday morning. What? Okay. So I had just learned this formula, 2019, y'all. Year 2019, I will never forget it, because COVID came like a few months right after that, like literally right after this, all right? So what I did was, I had my own little formula that I would use, but I learned this new formula, and it was called the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1. I learned this formula, right? I didn't always know that. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. You know, the funniest thing is, people used to say, just get on and play, let the Lord use you. And I'm going to play chords. I don't know what I'm playing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing chords. I have no idea what notes I'm playing. I don't know what the chord called. I don't know none of that. I'm just playing. Doing all this stuff, right? I have no idea what I'm playing, right? Point is, I went back and said, look, let me go ahead and learn this formula, because I had people text messaging me in Facebook, by the way, and I wasn't never really on YouTube as far as communicating with other people, but Facebook for sure. And people kept trying to reach out to me, man, learn your number system, learn your scales, do it in all 12 keys. Oh, okay, E flat, F. So one day I decided, after been playing for 40 years, after been playing for 40 days and 40 nights, after all these years, I went back and said, okay, let me find out what these folk are talking about. And that's what I did, y'all. I had to go back and reteach myself how to, when I say reteach, just teach myself in general, basically the amateur stuff. People might say this is amateur. Yes, it is amateur, yes. But believe it or not, at the end of the day, this became my best friend, and I didn't know it. Okay? So for you, a beginner musician, you're going to have probably more of an advantage than people who've been playing for 40 years, but they don't know their notes. They don't know their scales. They don't know what, they just playing. Like me, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was playing. I didn't know this was A flat to D major, right? You know what I'm saying? B minor. I didn't know this. right? You know, D augmented A7. I have no clue what I was playing. I didn't know I was playing a D, F sharp, B flat or slash A sharp, C sharp, D flat. I didn't know none of this stuff. None of it. But this all became my best friend over time. Of course, I had to keep practicing this because I'm an OG, right? You know, I'm almost 100 years old. So if I had to teach myself this versus somebody who's been, you know, been doing this for a while, or they know their notes, they know their chords, they know their progression. So my videos, yes, they might be amateur. But believe it or not, you got to start somewhere to go somewhere, all right? You got to start somewhere to go somewhere. So if this video isn't, my videos aren't for you, you can pass on to somebody else that don't know what they, maybe you could teach. Maybe you're a better teacher than me. I don't know. Now, I'm not the best organist and the best keyboard player, and I might not even be the best teacher, but believe it or not, what I'm learning, you gonna learn. Especially for the people who's beginner and trying to get to notice the keyboard. Now, people may say do less talking, but if I don't tell you what I'm doing, how you know what I'm doing? I might as well just keep my mouth zipped, put a masking tape on, and just play chords just like everybody else. Come on social media, just be. What is this doing? I might as well just keep my mouth shut and don't tell y'all nothing I'm doing. You know, I watch a lot of videos and I see a lot of cats doing freestyling, but what are y'all doing? Like, what is that you playing? Like, what in the world? What's going on? I have no clue, right? You guys would not have no clue what they doing. So if I'm quiet, how you gonna know? Or how you gonna learn? Right? How you gonna learn what a C minor 9 chord is? Or a C minor 7? How you gonna know your 9, your 11, and the 13 if I'm quiet? Some people say do less talking but more work. But the problem is, you know, people in my job, they're funny. Right? They're funny. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that part there. But the funniest thing is, I'm just saying, I gotta communicate to let you know what I'm actually doing. How do you play a C minor? You know, I watch a lot of videos and I'll be seeing cats playing chords. What chord is I'm playing right now? I don't know what the dude doing. What chord is this? What chord am I playing? What am I doing? You know, what am I playing? What am I doing? How would you know what am I doing? Matter of fact, let me play something that somebody think that they might know what this guy's doing. This guy ain't breaking down nothing. He playing, and this video is not to bash anybody, but I'm just making a point. What is this guy doing? Anybody know how to play it? What is he doing? What? What? What did he play? I don't know what he's doing. Oh! I bet you none of y'all, half y'all don't even know what the chord movement is. Half of y'all probably can't pick out what he's doing. What? No, my point. My video is not here designed to bash anybody. All right. I'm saying, hey, you can go from amateur to pro, but how do you do it? If I don't teach y'all or tell y'all what I'm doing, I might not be the best teacher, but I'm definitely gonna make sure you know what I'm doing. But I gotta communicate. All right, communicate. I mean, again, I can sit here all day and come on here and do this type of stuff all day. You know, show off. You know, I can show off my skills. You know, show off. Let y'all know that half y'all ain't gonna be able to figure out none of this. half y'all on here may not even know what he's doing. And probably the people who've been playing for 40 years wouldn't have a clue about how to play or pick up ideas from other musicians. What did he play? What was the chord progression he played? What key is he in? He's in E. Yeah, maybe some of y'all might want to see me play all this fancy stuff, you know, or sit here and yeah. Yeah. I promise half the people on here probably cannot even figure out what this guy played. At the end of the day, what my point is you got to learn the theory behind the madness. Yes, it is boring to learn your scales in all 12 keys. Maybe this is amateur for some. Maybe this is not amateur for some. But for those who already arrived, and you have already arrived, go to the next video. Maybe somebody out there is playing some of the fancy stuff, right? You know, I may perceive this as fancy because, hey, half of y'all can't do it anyways. Y'all want me to play all of the hot stuff? With a little practice. You know what I'm saying? Yo. What is he doing? Some of us can't interpretate that. Not all of us can do it. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. So, learning the simple stuff, right? You know, I had to go back and learn the simple stuff. But the funny thing is, all that simple stuff that I literally played a minute ago is simple. It's simple. All this stuff, all this is simple. All this stuff I'm playing is simple stuff. All of it's simple, actually. It's really simple stuff. It's just me messing around, doing my skills, right? Learning the skills, as I keep saying, and do them in all 12 keys. Learn my skills, right? I might do some runs from off the scale. Okay, all right, okay, all right. All right, and then learn my chords, learn my major moves, right? My inversions, right? And learn them in all 12 keys. So I will learn the what? The major move, the minor move, the augmented move. This might be amateur. Yes, it is. Believe it or not, it's beginner level. And doing my inversions, my diminished move, dominant chord, major 7th move, my sus2, secret sauce chord, sus4, secret sauce chord, and tritone. This is a little something that I use to figure out what's going on. Let's do that again. Major, minor, augmented, at 7, diminished, dominant, major 7, sus2. I call it the secret sauce chord. It's just the inversion of your sus2. Sus4, the secret sauce I call it, which is just an inversion of your sus4, and tritone. Now, remember the other formula I mentioned was, okay, I was about to get to it, which is scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, right? Right, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and B, A. Okay, so A and B. So now I learned the numbers behind it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then also I found out that as musicians would do, instead of playing, okay, these chords, it should be on the 1 major, 2 on a minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 diminished move. Now I gave you 2 different formulas of ideas, literally just right now. If you write it down for beginner musicians or upcoming musicians, wherever you sort of at, And for those who've been playing for 40 years and 40, 40 days and 40 nights and 40 years or 40 minutes, or whatever your situation is, but you've been playing for a very long time, this video may not be for you. You already got the answers. You already know how to do this stuff. But the people who haven't been here playing for a while, when they kind of learning, this is all I'm saying is go through your scales in all 12 keys. I can take that C major chord, which is on the bottom, and play it here. And I don't even have to have a clue about what I'm doing. I don't even, matter of fact, I don't even know this is a C major chord. Let's say hypothetically, because this is what I was doing. I didn't know what I was playing. And I just put the C major chord at the top, root position, and I use the D minor chord, which is root position. I know my root position, first inversion, and now I know my what? Second inversion. Because I have to go back and teach myself this. Yes, literally, I didn't go to school and roll nowhere. I had to sit right here in this area right here and sit here and teach myself this, literally step by step. And then I'll say, oh, now things are starting to make some. Now I understand when I'm playing a D minor. If I know my scale D major, this is the minor. All I have to do is half step up, and I'm at a D major chord. I was at a C major chord, half step back, a C minor. I didn't know this. Go back to the C major chord, and when it's sharp by 5, I'm playing an augmented chord. Bonus, add to 7. Oh, I didn't know that, right? So I had to go back and learn that basic stuff, you know, on what is this I'm playing. This is the F major chord. Remember, I just played the C major, D minor 2 chord. Number 3 is E minor, y'all. Number 4 is F major over C major at the top. What? Now I have an F major what? F major, the same thing as C major, 1, 1, 3, 5. I have a 1, 3, 5 in F major, add to 7. And I have an F major 7. F major 7. How do I make an F major 9? That's the 7. My 2 is the 9. I can put it here or put it down here. At the end of the day, I have an F major chord and a C major chord. But number system wise, I have my 1, my 3, the 5, the 7, and the 9, which is the 2. If we do a continuation of the number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1, but number 8 is now 1 is 8, 2 is 9. Oh, F major 9, F major 7, F major root. All right, but look what's in the middle. That's an A minor chord. Remember I said earlier, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor. Number 7 is B diminished. Add 6 in the scale of B. If I didn't lower my scales, I wouldn't have not be able to figure this out. All I knew was just sit here and play chords all day, keeping it simple. I'm just trying to show y'all in a much simpler way possible. So this is how I'm figuring out chords. I can take the C major chord I just put down here, put it up here like I just said. And now listen, the formula that I learned back in 2019, yes, this formula, number 1, C major. I'm doing my inversion. Listen, my left hand trying to get away. Yes, this might be boring, and believe me, it was boring when I was doing this, but I had to teach myself this. Yes, this is boring, and believe me, I was like, oh my God, really? Okay, but it's my best friend at the end of the day. Yeah, now I got the 2 chord, right? Because now this is what they call the Nashville system, right? The Nashville system, your number system, C, your scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Matter of fact, the beauty thing about the organ is C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. It starts out like that. Now I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is the C, 2 is D, E, 3, F number 4, G number 5, number 6 is A, back to B, okay, on the B is number 7. Technically you repeating, but if I use the word continuation of the number system, we know that our 1 is now 8, which is C. C is 8. The D is number 2. The E is number what? 8, 9, 10. My 4F is now what number? A That's right, 11. My 5, the G is now what number? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My A is number 6. What number is it now? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And my B was number 7. I don't know if you want to call it 14 or just go back to the 7 and you're back to the 1. If I started here, it's the same scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. But the number continuation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your notes is just repeated. You're just doing a continuation. After 7 comes 8 because of the continuation of the number system. Okay. All right. So, yes, that is amateur level, right? Yes. But everything that we actually really doing is amateur level in a sense, in my opinion. And matter of fact, if I don't even look at it as amateur level or whatever, or we might use the word beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level, everybody who's doing the advanced level, intermediate level is playing the beginner level. You just added some extra little notes along the way. That's it. It's just a repeat of all of the notes that you playing all day. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Next key up, C sharp and D flat, E flat, or D sharp, F natural, right? G flat, F sharp, A flat, and B flat, A flat and G sharp, sorry, and B flat and A sharp. And back to that C note that you heard me play earlier. Back to the F note that you heard me doing earlier in the first scale. You're gonna repeat notes again. Now I'm going to the D scale. You heard me play that already. You heard me play the E scale of the note already in the other key. F sharp, you already heard me playing that. I made a call, said I was in D flat, but if I said I was in C sharp, that's still my same note that I just played a minute ago. But in the D scale, it's the 3. 1, 2, 3. And C sharp is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so you're going to repeat notes over again. If you repeated notes over again, potentially you can play the same chords over again in some spots. Okay. All right. Now that you learned your scale, so we have the D scale, E scale, D scale, E, D, E, F sharp. The number system is going to be the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, or wherever you want to start it at. Okay? So, all I'm saying is that you could take a C major chord, put it at the top. I know my inversion. I can take the C major chord and put it over C major, double up. Right? We can do inversions if you want to. We can do inversions if we desire, right? Amateur level, we might call that, right? Okay. All right. Now I can go to the 2 chord, which is the minor move, because now we're talking about the Nashville scale number system, and now we're talking chords. The 1 is C major, the 2 is a D minor, E minor 3, 4th chord is F major, 5th chord is G major. I run out of fingers. 6th chord is A minor. Number 7 is B diminished. Okay. All right. Now you just go up to the next key and repeat the same thing. It's the formula. You're just repeating the same formula over and over again. D flat on the 1. 2 is what? D sharp minor. If I say D flat, so we can say E flat. D flat on the 1. All right. And of course my inversion. And then my E flat minor, of course my inversion. All right. And then 3, the 3rd chord is F minor, of course my inversion. Right. And now we got the 1, 2, 3, 4 F major, G flat major, root position, first, second version, left hand trying to get away again. All right, and then we go to 5th chord, A flat, root position, first version, same scenario, B flat minor, do that, B flat minor, root position, right? First version, right? Second version, root position again. We just repeating it, and root, right? First and second. So now we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chord, the 7th chord diminished. I literally just played that earlier. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. Root, first, second, and third inversion, right? And then we go to the next key. We learn your skills in that key. D, all right, D, 1, E number 2, F sharp 3, G 4. I played this earlier. A, I literally played that earlier, right? We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I played that note earlier. That note earlier too, right? B, C sharp, back to the 1. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically back to the 1, but 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to the 1. All right, now let's drop the chords for that one. All right, so the chord will be D major. Right, let's do the left hand. Right, on the 1, we got that E minor chord I played earlier. F sharp minor chord, G major chord, which I played earlier. A major chord. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 on the A major. 6 is B minor. Number 7 is C sharp minor. Of course, make sure you, well, I said 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C sharp diminished, I'm sorry. And learn your inversions there. Because everything's going to repeat. Repeat is going to be a lot of repeating. Now we go to E flat. And this is what I was saying about transposing. I'm just transposing chords from one key to the other. Right, transposing chords. This is just giving me an idea on how I can play that one song that I literally just played a minute ago and learn how to play them in all 12 keys if I learn a specific pattern on how the pattern goes, and also this formula E flat root position, right? F, right? First, second chord, E flat, no minor inversion, F minor number 2, G minor number 3 chord, right? The 4th chord A flat. I literally played that earlier, right? You're gonna play stuff that you played earlier. B flat 5, right? Okay, the 6th chord is gonna be that C minor chord. Right? All right. What's the 7th chord? D diminished. D diminished, F diminished, A flat diminished, or G flat, G sharp diminished, B diminished, or C flat diminished, depending on the key signature, and repeat. Oh, so when the song came on, I heard the pattern. Oh, 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 oh. I heard the pattern. I didn't even have to listen for the bass line, technically. I just heard that melody like, oh, 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 oh. There's nobody like you, Lord. There's nobody like you, Lord. So, you know, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2 in the scale E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, in the scale of E flat. So I figured out, oh, C minor on the 6, A flat on the 4, E flat on the 1, B flat on the 5. Right, so oh, oh, 4. There's nobody like you, Lord. 1. There's nobody like you, Lord. 5. Now, what I do with the song after I've learned that, believe me, y'all, I'll play that in service. I literally played it like that. Believe me. Trust me. It is, yes, amateur level. All right. And I wasn't taking what I call no chances. I like to be for, Now, I don't have to necessarily play A flat, but I'm just saying, I'm going to the 4 chord E flat. I don't necessarily have to play that chord either. But this is how I played it. 4 to the 1. And that's just how I played it too. Now later, of course, when I got home, I said, okay, I'm bored of playing that over 4 chords over again. Now, if I wanted to play this song, same scenario, right? All I have to do is know that I'm going to the 4 chord, which is the minor move. My major chord is the 1. Remember, I did the formula already? I literally did the formula. E flat on the 1. The 2 is F minor. The 3 is G minor. The 4 is A flat. The 5 is B flat. The 6 is minor, C minor. Number 7, D diminished. Back to the 1. Yes, it might be amateur. Yes. Now, what I might end up doing with it later. Okay, y'all remember that C major chord, right? I'm going to put it at the top. Remember that D minor chord, which is the 2 chord? I might play this voice in here. Or remember that F major chord with the C major chord? I might do something different in this song. Remember that G minor chord earlier? But yeah, it was on the 1, 2, 3. But what if I put it on the 6? With the C minor. Or maybe B flat. C minor 9 chord. Wait, how do we play that C minor 9 again? Well, remember the scale. And remember you flat the third, we have the 1, flat 3, or 5. If I know my C scale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can play the C minor 9, C minor 11, C minor 13. Even though it's the 2, right? The 2 was the 9. The 11 is, the 4 is the 11. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 6 is the 13. Right? So I can play a C minor 9 chord, C minor 11, C minor 13. I can play around with it, I can flat it or sharp it or whatever, right? Oh, C minor 7. Now we know C major 7, right? If I flat the 7, I have a dominant chord. If I flat the third, I have a C minor 7. C minor flat 7. Alright? C minor major 7. C minor major 7. C minor major 7. Because this would have been C. Listen, y'all, I had to teach myself this. So C major, right? Add the 7. C major 7. C major 7. C major 7. Now, if I minor the third, it's going to be a C minor major 7. C minor major 7. Huh? Yes, C minor, because it was still part of the major chord. Now, if you take another good look at this, you have a C major and an E minor chord. Remember, I just said C major, D minor, E minor. What? F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, right? So you may have what we call combination of chords. They might be applied in the middle. So y'all remember this chord I played a minute ago earlier from the video.